4,000 psi. Yes, that's the immense pressure GM is packing into their new compressed air engine tanks. Can compressed engines outperform EVs, or is it just a bluff? Let's find out. Compressed air isn't exactly new. Remember those clunky steam-powered carriages of the 19th century? Well, compressed air tried to steal the show back then, powering trams and mines and locomotives. But gasoline engines won the race, offering more power in a smaller package. Fast forward to the 2010s, and French carmaker PSA saw potential in combining compressed air with gasoline engines. They envisioned a hybrid with the eco-friendliness of a regular hybrid, but ditching the battery. Though these prototypes never hit the road, they piqued GM's interest. Unlike your typical gas guzzler or electric motor, compressed air cars use pneumatic engines. Think of a regular engine with pistons, but instead of explosions propelling them, blasts of compressed air do the job. It's a familiar concept with a cleaner twist, which results in no harmful emissions. Unlike gasoline engines that spew out harmful pollutants, compressed air engines release nothing but only air. This makes them a dream come true for anyone concerned about tailpipe emissions and their impact on climate change. But the benefits go beyond just keeping the air clean. Firstly, they are cost-effective. Electric vehicles rely on lithium-ion batteries, which involve complex manufacturing processes and expensive materials like lithium and cobalt. Compressed air engines, or on the other hand, use simpler components. They don't require exotic metals or intricate battery technology, making them potentially cheaper to produce on a large scale. Also, filling up a compressed air car could be significantly cheaper than filling up a gas tank or topping off an electric vehicle's battery. Compressed air is a readily available resource, and the technology to compress it is well established. While the cost of setting up widespread compressed air fueling stations needs to be factored in, it's estimated that running a compressed air car on a daily basis could be lighter on your wallet compared to traditional options. Also, refilling a compressed air car could be significantly faster than charging an electric vehicle. Estimates suggest a compressed air refill might just take 3 to 5 minutes, compared to the 30 minutes to an hour it can take to charge an electric car. This could be a major advantage for busy drivers who don't have time for lengthy charging stops. Compared to gasoline engines with their complex combustion systems and spark plugs, compressed air engines have a relatively simpler design. This translates to potentially lower maintenance costs in the long run. With fewer moving parts and no need for spark plugs or oil changes, compressed air engines could offer a more hassle-free ownership experience. Compressed air engines might sound like a dream come true, but there are some significant hurdles to overcome before they can hit the mainstream. One of the biggest drawbacks is the low energy density of compressed air. Compared to gasoline, which packs a lot of energy in a small amount of liquid, compressed air requires much larger tanks to store the same amount of usable energy. This translates to a lack of power, especially noticeable in acceleration and uphill climbs. Early compressed air car prototypes had a major drawback, which is range. They could only travel about 100 miles on a single fill-up. For city commutes, this might be sufficient, but you should forget about road trips or longer journeys without strategically placed refilling stations. Storing compressed air safely is a major concern. Traditional high-pressure tanks used in prototypes are heavy and can potentially explode if damaged in an accident. This raises safety questions, especially when compared to the well-established safety features of modern gasoline and electric vehicles. Researchers are exploring alternative storage solutions, like using the car's chassis itself as a giant air tank. However, these solutions are still under development and need to be thoroughly tested before widespread adoption. GM isn't shying away from the challenges of compressed air engines. They're actively tackling our limitations by developing new technologies. One key area of focus is increasing the power output. Traditional compressed air engines rely on bulky tanks to store air at moderate pressure. GM has made significant strides with high-pressure air tanks. These tanks can store air at much higher pressures, exceeding over 4,000 psi. This translates to more force pushing on the pistons, giving the engine a significant power boost. Early reports suggest GM's prototypes achieve performance figures comparable to small gasoline engines. While they might not be breaking any speed records, they could be perfectly suitable for everyday driving needs. Also, the limited range of compressed air cars has been a major sticking point. GM is exploring innovative solutions to address this. One approach involves using the car's chassis itself as a giant air reservoir. This would eliminate the need for bulky external tanks, freeing up space and reducing overall vehicle weight. Additionally, GM claims this design could be potentially safer than traditional high-pressure tanks, as the chassis is already built to withstand significant impacts. We know that safety is paramount, and GM acknowledges the concerns surrounding compressed air storage. Their high-pressure tank technology is designed and tested to meet rigorous safety standards. Additionally, using the car's chassis as an air reservoir could potentially offer improved safety compared to traditional tanks, as the chassis is a reinforced structure designed to absorb impact. So when can we hit the road in a compressed air car? The answer is a bit hazy. While GM is clearly invested in this technology, mass production might be a few years down the road. they have a head start thanks to the similarities with regular engines, but challenges remain. Is this a genuine threat to electric vehicles? It's too early to say. Electric vehicles have their own set of problems: battery life, charging infrastructure, and environmental impact of battery production. Compressed air could offer a compelling alternative, but only if they can overcome the range and power limitations. Also, this wouldn't be the first time a car maker dabbled in compressed air. Remember PSA's hybrid concept? They mysteriously abandoned it. Whispers point towards the influence of oil companies who might see compressed air as a threat to their profits. A similar story might have happened to Stanley Meyer, an inventor who claimed to have developed a water-powered car. GM's foray into compressed air technology has generated a buzz in the automotive world, and experts are offering a range of opinions. Here's a glimpse into what some key figures are saying. Some experts acknowledge the potential of compressed air engines, particularly their environmental benefits. Professor David Ferris, a specialist in alternative fuels at Newcastle University, highlights the clean operating nature of these engines and their potential to contribute to emission reduction goals. However, he also emphasizes the need to address range limitations and ensure the technology is commercially viable before widespread adoption. Other experts point towards the technical hurdles that need to be overcome. Dr. Jennifer Wang, a leading researcher in engine development at the Massachusetts Institute of Technology, emphasizes the challenges associated with energy density and power output. She cautions that significant advancements are needed to make compressed air engines truly competitive with gasoline and electric vehicles in terms of performance. A few experts see compressed air engines as a potential game changer. Carlos Torres, a prominent automotive analyst, believes that GM's advancements in high-pressure tanks and integrated chassis storage could be significant breakthroughs. He suggests that if these innovations translate to increased range and power, compressed air engines could disrupt the current market landscape and offer a compelling alternative to existing technologies. It's important to remember that these are just a few voices in the larger conversation. The long-term viability of GM's compressed air engines will depend on their ability to address the technical challenges, ensure commercial feasibility, and convince consumers of the benefits that this technology offers. While experts offer their informed opinions, the ultimate verdict lies with the consumers. Public perception of GM's compressed air engines is a mixed bag. A recent survey conducted by a reputable automotive market research firm polled over 2,000 car buyers in the United States. The survey revealed that a significant portion, around 42%, of respondents were excited about the eco-friendly nature of compressed air engines. The concept of a clean-running car resonated with environmentally conscious consumers who are looking for ways to reduce their carbon footprint. However, a larger portion of respondents, around 58%, expressed skepticism. Concerns about range limitations, safety of high-pressure tanks, and the overall practicality of compressed air technology were commonly cited. Additionally, some consumers were unsure whether compressed air engines could compete with the established convenience of gasoline stations or the perceived superior performance of electric vehicles. What do you think? Is compressed air the next big thing in automotive industry, or just a pipe dream? Let us know in the comments below. For more awesome content like this video, subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell so you never miss an upload.